Hi guys, this is the premiere of the movie The Wait, produced by Yewande Zacchaeus, a faith-based thriller film that you definitely will love. My name is Ahine Ato and you're watching AFOREVO TV. Sit back and relax as I bring you the highlights of this premiere. Don't go anywhere.
Well, we'll start from the very beginning and the obvious. We have a new member here. Please introduce yourself.
My name is Bayo Olaoluwa.
How do you tackle pressure from family, fans, society, social media? Because they expect you to be in a kind of place. So how do you handle that?
I mean, I try. We're all humans and things obviously get to us. But to be honest, for me, also being happy is a goal. And I'm as honest with myself as possible. I have the best support system that, they bring me peace. So peace for me, I am never too bothered about, what do people think? What do they think I should be? No, for me, it's even my goals that keep me up at night. But at the end of the day, happiness is part of my goal, and I make sure that I include things that make me happy as often as I can. And I just have the best people around me.
We're still live at the premiere of the movie The Wait, and I have Kunle Remy looking so fly standing beside me. How you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
So how do you handle pressure from all of these areas?
Patience. Nothing is permanent. No phase is the same. So patience. If you can wait the time, it's always light at the end of a tunnel. It's always beautiful at the end of a tunnel. It's always a fantastic experience. But patience above all, and God on your side.
How do you think it's best to handle the waiting process?
I think that's basically what the film focused, one of the themes, let's put it that way, one of the themes that the film focused on, which is the fact that not to waste the waiting process, not to be so engulfed and so consumed by the waiting that we then don't live, that we then don't live. It's so important to live whilst waiting.
This is one of the beautiful things about the film, which is why I hope Nigerians actually come all out to watch this movie. It tells you how to wait. There's a way to wait. In the movie you see how not to wait. You get to see that with my character at the beginning, how not to wait. And then you get to see how to wait. And it makes a world of a difference. So if you know how to wait, you will not succumb to any pressure.
The period you're waiting, God is teaching you something. So I always have at the back of my mind that while I'm waiting, I'm learning. It's a learning process. So it's not just wasted 3 years of wait, wasted 2 years of wait. It's 2 or 3 years of experience. So that's how it works out for me.
You're married. It's been 10 years. Is that not an awfully long time to be barren?
One of the reasons why I say you should watch this is because it's going to tell a story about you. Whether you like it or not, you're on a journey going somewhere. And no matter where you're going, you're never going there in a rush. There's always a bit of it where you get to wait in anticipation. You're the hero of your own story, And even the hero gets to wait.
My wife and I have been married for 12 years.
Stop. It reminds me that I may get pregnant. And my body may not be able to carry a baby.
Here we share our burdens, our fears. We listen to each other.
Have you ever waited for something and at the end of the day you're like, oh my goodness, this is so worth the wait? Have you?
Oh, so many things. We're constantly waiting for things as human beings. I'm sure, maybe not. Okay, for example, I can share this publicly now because I have shared. I had a fibroid surgery, right? Yeah. And I'd had that diagnosis for up to 3 years prior to when I did the surgery. And I was just waiting for a miracle. Like I didn't want to go through surgery. I was so scared because I heard of so many stories of how things didn't go right. So I was praying, I was trying to eat healthy, I was trying the herbs, I was just waiting to hear that it shrunk, but it never did. And And that's another thing that the film teaches us. Like, a big part of the film teaches that sometimes you plan some things, but God has another plan for you, and you just need to be able to be open to that process. So yeah.
I'm still waiting for something right now, so I know how tough it is. But even my second son was a bit of a weight, and it was not an easy time. I'm not saying it was, as long as some of the women in the film, but it was still a weight, and so one has a bit of an idea of what it's what it's like.
For me, I strongly believe that, I'm a Christian, definitely, and I believe in times and seasons. God says there's a time and season for everything under heaven. And so if there's a time and season for everything, the way I like to see it is there's already an appointed time. So if there's an appointed time, then there's no such thing as delay. So I tell people all the time, if it's already been appointed, there's already a time that has been put in history for it to happen. So your waiting time is just your preparation time. So that's how I like to see it.
For the wait, it was emotional because a lot of women and men go through these things and can't speak and don't have a voice. So I honestly never really like talking about it, especially this film, but it hits home for everyone because you wait for something. You wait for love, you wait for children, you wait for marriage, society doesn't even help, you wait for a job, you just wait. Even when you're preggers, you wait. So I just hope that we can learn from this film that even when you wait,